The Church teaches that Christ would return in our future. However, they do not base this dogma on the Bible, but on their academic studies. Their studies teach about church history in general and the manuscripts of the church fathers of the 1st and 2nd century. Their historic documents are the foundation of the dogma that Christ did not return in the past. However, independent research revealed that such documents do not exist at all. They were all fabricated after the 15th century. As a matter of fact, all consensus history has been fabricated and rewritten as an ongoing process. Further research has revealed that previous to the 16th century, the Church believed that Christ returned in their past and that the 1,000-year reign occurred in the first millennium AD. The Christians knew that the devil had been loosed in their past. Besides that, there simply exist too many historic records reciting the fulfillment of prophecies in the Bible. The abomination of desolation was fulfilled. Jesus' return in the sky for everybody to see was fulfilled. The clouds of angels had been seen by many. Even the recovering of the remnants of God's people occurred in the 2nd century AD. According to Scripture, Christ prophesied multiple times 2,000 years ago that he would return immediately, without delay, and while his contemporaries would still be alive on earth. Even the gospel was preached in all the world. The Church has been wrong about so many things. They teach that after Christ's return there is no more sin. However, Scripture claims clearly that not all nations would bring their glory and honor into the city of God. After the 1,000-year reign, there would be a period of deception and wars. Even within the acquiescing nations, there would be sinners living. There would be nations of sorcerers, whoremongers, murderers, idolaters, and makers and lovers of the lie. The nations who would reject the reign of Christ would live in outer darkness and be smitten with plagues and drought. And this is exactly the world in which we live today. The loosing of the devil with his accomplices started off a sequence of events in the demonic Renaissance. The world was conquered and the old civilizations were destroyed, resulting in worldwide slave trade. The great city fires destroyed all old documents. Secret societies took over the governments. Humanism thronged Christianity. The monasteries were dissolved. Apostolic documents were destroyed and replaced by fabrications. Futurism and dispensationalism rose. America was liberated by the devil. The world was reset. Adults were disposed of in lunatic asylums. Their newborns were seized and brought up in incubator centers for display and to be sold for pennies. The children were displaced in orphan trains, re-educated and sold as slaves to work on farms and in factories. History, heliocentrism, encyclopedia, chronicles were written by the humanists, erasing all theistic and apostolic events. The Dark Ages were fabricated to erase the 1,000-year reign. The demonic conquest of the world was conveniently covered up in the new history. God has taken away our part of the holy city because of the false teachings of the Church. The only way that the nations will experience the reign of God walking in His light is by keeping His commandments. Unfortunately, both the Church and the governments do not qualify and are therefore living in outer darkness, without the light of God outside the gates. When the Church and the nations stop lying and bring their glory and honor into the city of God will reappear, the earth will be restored, and we will walk again in the light of God.